Alright, welcome back. Now, last time I was driving the T29, which, as I mentioned before, is a fantastic vehicle. Now, it is time to take a look at the M6E2E1. Now, first thing I have to say, this thing is huge. This thing is a monster. Just look at how tall this thing is. It feels like a building on tracks. This is one of the tallest tanks that I've ever seen in this game. But let's take a look at the stats. It has the same gun as the T29, a 105mm main gun. It has the same penetration, same shells, but there are some differences. This thing has a fantastic reverse speed. Its reverse is the same as its forward top speed. However, the armor is a bit lower than the armor on the T29. The T29 has, I would say, better frontal armor, although the slope is definitely greater on the T29, but this thing also is quite sloped. It's huge and it's also heavily armored, and its turret is also really good. Its turret is basically almost impenetrable, so you will see how I'll be driving this thing in combat. It plays very similar to the T29, although there are some minor differences, but let's go to the first match and let's see how this thing will work. Now, when you drive this thing, it is ridiculous, because I mean, just look at this. Look at how tall this thing is. It takes up the whole screen. Now, I'm not complaining. I love this thing. It looks like a Sherman that's been buffed, basically, and I always call this tank the big Sherman, the super Sherman, but it's not a Sherman, although it kind of resembles one. But let's see how this monster will work in combat. So we're going to be going to the same position that I took with the T29. Now, it has the same gun, same ammo, same everything. It penetrates about the same 260mm, which, you know, is okay. It's pretty good for its tier, but there is a difference. This thing is much taller. This thing is huge. So yeah, and it bounced. Imagine bouncing a IS-2. Now, this tank does have a weakness, and you have to be careful with how you drive it. Its turret ring, the thing that's attaching the turrets to the hull, is huge, and it's basically the largest weak spot on the tank. So you want to be sure that you don't expose the ring. Just peek above the ground, just enough for the gun to peek out and to be able to hit the enemy. That way you are not going to be risking getting hit in the turret ring, which would result in a catastrophic explosion, since this thing is huge, and huge targets aren't that hard to hit. But it is a very fun vehicle, and I love its gameplay style. Yeah, this is literally the best spot for this thing. If you are in this position, nothing besides some ATGMs can penetrate your frontal hull. Even ATGMs will have issues with your frontal armor. And I am farming kills over here. That's kill number 4. Beautiful. I mean, this is a very silly tank. This thing, it feels like a mouse, although it's not a mouse. But it is still a very silly vehicle. And there goes one more. That's kill number 6. My apologies. Kill number 5. Okay. So let's go up, just so I can see so I can see above the ground here. Now, this works much better with lower graphics. I have graphics on maximum and have ray tracing enabled, so there is going to be grass all over the place. And honestly, when aiming, when playing a tank that relies on this gameplay style, the grass and the graphics are in the way for sure, because you can't really see the tank properly. You can't really see anything properly with high settings, but the game looks very pretty. So, oh wait, Super Hellcat. Well, Super Hellcat got absolutely torn to shreds. overpressured. This shell can actually overpressure since it has a lot of TNT. Kind of funny how that works, but yeah. Okay, let me see if I have cleared out the field here. That's kill number 6, by the way. Well, seems like... Well, all of a sudden it's quiet. Okay. Oh, another tank. Another kill. Kill number 7. Beautiful. So this is basically how you play this tank on this map. I mean, you can apply the same thing on every map with some natural cover that you can take advantage of, since your gun depression on this thing is really good. You can really lower the gun quite low. And one more kill. Let's see if I can get one more kill over here, and maybe it will be time to move. Or maybe not. Depends if I have already exhausted all the enemy tanks. 8 kills, pretty good. I mean, pretty good. I'm really happy with this position here, since it literally allows me to take advantage of the armor on this thing to the fullest. And the armor on this thing is, as I already mentioned, really good, really tough, very hard to kill, very hard to penetrate the armor on this thing. So we will see how the match will end. I mean, anything can happen so far, and we have been leading. Now I would like to move, and you will see the reverse action in a moment here. The reverse speed on this tank is really good. It is kind of meant to be used to peek on a corner, fire and pull back, or you know, similar to that. But we will see what will happen here. I mean, if I move, I might be... No, this as mentioned, this thing is a huge object. It's a huge target. So you might want to be careful while maneuvering and changing positions, since even a little bit of its hull exposed can be quite fatal, since the sides aren't as armored as the front, of course, but more armored than the T29, but still, I wouldn't rely on side armor to protect against any incoming shells. So frontal armor and turret is the way to go for this thing. And we have I think that's a Pershing. Well, let's see what happens. They are capturing the zone. Now I have to be careful, I'm not really sure how much that tank can penetrate. They might be able to go through my armor. Let me move forward a little bit, and you will have the chance to see how tall this thing is next to that building. I mean, you can literally jump on the roof. Yeah, just look at that, just huge. This thing is insane how big it is. Let's see if I can get that tank to come towards me. Oh, they are coming towards me. Okay, perfect. Let's angle the armor and let's wait for them. There we go, side armor shown and crew knocked out. Beautiful. A very nice side shot. That's kill number 9. Okay. Well, let's see if I manage to get a bit more kills, or maybe that's going to be the last tank on the enemy team. Now I have no idea where the enemy will come from. I mean, I know the general direction, but they might come from my right. So I'll just prepare to meet them on the left here. And now we'll, oh, okay, we won. Yeah, that was a very good match. That was a very good match, and was a fun one too. Well, fantastic round. No complaints from me. This thing just, it is. I mean, this tank is just wild. I love it. All right, let's go to the next round. So we have seen how the tank works in ideal conditions where you can hide the hull. I mean, the hull can bounce shells. You can technically bounce shells with the hull, but the problem is when you get hit in a turret ring, which, you know, is also big and quite exposed. So you can't really rely on. You can rely on the hull, but no one's going to shoot you in the hull. They'll just aim for the ring. So you still have to drive the tank like you drive the T29, since you know that one weak spot from the front. Now on this map I will go to my old position, since this thing is pretty tall. It can shoot over the rocks, and you can take advantage of the tank's, well, height, I guess, and you can really position this thing in such a way that it's going to make the enemy so mad they might even rage quit the game. I mean, this position is also gold for this tank. Although I might move forward, since there is no tanks over here. There is a M26. That was a precise hit in the ammo. And the reverse speed in action. It's accelerating in reverse faster than it goes forward. So it is one of those vehicles that has that funny reverse speed being better than the front speed, which I guess it's okay. It does suit the purpose of this vehicle quite well, so I'm not going to complain about that. But let's go forward and let's see what targets we might get going forward. T29 right in the side armor. As you can see, the side armor on that thing is very weak, and one shell and it's game over for the tank. Let's go forward again, and let's see if we meet more tough targets along the way. Okay, seems like I'm going to be capturing zone A, and then we will be going towards zone B. Oh look, light tank. Ouch, that definitely hurt. That was a very nasty hit. The ammo, as I mentioned before, is really good. Does penetrate most vehicles, and it does quite a bit of damage when it penetrates. Well, not really sure what happened there, but I didn't do any damage, or the tank got destroyed before I managed to shoot. Right, so we have captured the base, and now... oh, I got hit in the sides. Somehow I survived. Okay, look at that Black Prince, how small it is compared to this thing. This thing is huge. This thing is a monster compared to most of the tanks. Alright, so they're shooting at something, which means time to move, angle the armor and move forward. And I don't see anything. Well, there's a lot of smoke. There's definitely so many tanks over there, but can't see them. So let's move forward, and maybe we get to shoot at some more targets. Oh look, we have a Panther. Ooh, that was a nice hit. Crew knocked out. This is why I love this thing. And I love this gun. It just wrecks. That Panther got blown up to bits. Now let's keep on moving forward. Checking side, checking rear. Everything seems to be safe. For now, famous last words. And we have reached the zone B. Now let's capture the zone and then we can move towards a new zone. Towards C perhaps. Depends on depending on the target we have. But yeah, we will have to capture C. We are losing the match, by the way. So I guess I have to carry a little bit. And the Black Prince is still following me around. A very nice teammate. Very nice teammate. Okay, let's go forward. Although I'll take a little detour and try... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I saw something. I saw something. Let's check it out. Yeah, I kind of messed up there. Oh well. Let's keep on moving forward. I will follow the Black Prince. That player seems to know what they're doing, so I'll keep following them to give some support. I mean, look at how long the gun is. I just realized how long the gun is. It's long. It's very long. That's what she said. I know. Well, let's move forward. We are going towards C. It looks like the Black Prince had the same idea I had. Do a little detour and get to Zone C without... Well, actually, we have to be exposed anyway. Oh, look, IS. And... Wait a second, what? Crew knocked out, but the tank is still there. Okay. I guess that's a bit of lag there. Not really sure if it's my internet lagging or the game lagging, but something is lagging. Hopefully the Black Prince is still alive. Yeah, I think they are. Okay, they're close to Zone C. I will join them there in a moment. We'll be driving a bit here to see if we see some more tanks spawning, since we are very close to the enemy. What is this guy doing? Shooting in the air. Should focus on shooting enemy tanks, not the sky. Thought that we might see some more tanks spawning around the Zone C, but I guess not, so let's move a bit forward and we will go and capture the zone. Hopefully. Okay, there is the... Actually, that's not the Black Prince. Where is the Black Prince? Oh, whoa, wait a second, we have something. Something spawned behind the rock. Yeah, they're behind the rock. Not going to be able to see them. So yeah, let's just move forward. We have to capture the base. The enemy is capturing B. Okay, so I have to capture C. And we are getting swarmed here. That's not good. I have to go forward and protect the teammate. A tiger. Ooh, that was... Yikes. That was a nasty hit. Very precise hit. Right where it should go. Okay, now we have a tank destroyer. SU-100. Okay, let's move backwards. And there we go. Tank destroyer destroyed. And we have captured the zone, so now we might have to move forward. Okay, we are capturing... Oh, the enemy is capturing Zone A, and they hold Zone B. Well, kind of smell that it would be a difficult game, but this seems to be a bit... Oh look, Oh no. I think I messed up. Yeah, I clicked on the aircraft instead of repairs. And my gun is broken. Yeah, yikes, I kind of messed up here. Okay. And yep, I missed because my gun is broken. And I'm in the aircraft. Let's quickly crash this thing. I have to go back to the tank. Really have to go back to the tank. Not looking good right now. Have to go back to the tank. Gun repaired. Okay, good. I'm still alive. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. A tiger came from my side. Let's pull back. Let's pull back. And my gun got broken again. Lovely. Well, I think I'm dead. Yeah, my gun is broken and yep. Oh well, that was a good match until the very end. But yeah, it went wrong at the end, unfortunately. Nothing I could have done about that. At one point, the bad luck just rushed in, and yeah, it just went that way. Anyway, that was a good match. Now let's go to the next one, and this is the match where I will show you a very good position, at least on this position, on this side of the map, where you can go with this thing. And this thing is quite tall. You can position it in such a way that you only expose the turrets, and this is, I would say, the ideal position for this thing. But the only problem with it is that it is quite slow. It can't really get there on time before enemy tanks are already all over the place. So this position right here is a good starting point around this rubble here, just around the corner, and here we are. Here you can get to shoot at some tank, or your gun refuses to aim at the enemy tank, and that's what happens. Oh look, we have a SDA-1. Well, let's see if I can wreck the track on that thing. The machine guns are really awesome. And there we go, first kill. Well, as I mentioned before, this is a very good starting position for this vehicle. Right around the corner, you can basically shoot at anything that's coming in. Most tanks will rush in, so you should be able to get some good kills. That's the Panther. Panther destroyed, very nice hit at the side armor. Waiting to see if some more tanks are going to rush towards me. Now this is this position, this is the starting position for this vehicle. The ideal position is about 20-30 meters up ahead around the other rubble, but since this thing is, you know, slow, it can't really get there on time. And that's another kill. Very nice. Well, I say very slow, it is not slow, but the other vehicles are simply faster, so you can risk and rush while ignoring the other tanks, but you will be exposing the side armor to enemy fire, so you definitely don't want to do that unless, you know, you're in a hurry. And this position does give you some very nice shots at enemy tanks. That was a very nice side shot at the Panther. Another very nice kill. This is kill number 4. And now we are going to be chilling here for a second, and after the gun is reloaded, I'll go forward and I'll go to my favorite position, which is right over here. It took a while for me to get there. Usually I get there early on with medium tanks, but this is obviously not a medium tank. Would be the weirdest medium tank I've ever seen, that's for sure. Black Prince took a very nice side hit. Unfortunately, it somehow survived, but the next hit should kill it. The tank is basically crippled now. So I'll just shoot the tracks, and second shell at the side armor. The Black Prince has been destroyed. A very nice hit as well. This was kill number 5. And you can actually shoot over the top of this thing, by the way. Although I'm not going to be able to penetrate the front hull on that thing, or the turret. And the turret ring is hidden, so yeah. Don't really have anywhere else to shoot at it, so I just spent one shot at the M6E2E1. But we can penetrate each other's armor, since both of our hull armors are quite hidden. And yeah, I could have shot the turret armor, but someone else got the kill, which is fine. That's also a very good position early, for this tank later in the game, since you really cannot get penetrated in the turret if you are if you hide the whole hull. I'll show you right away. This is basically like the little right over here, and yeah, you hide the whole body, and just the peak, just the turret and the gun is peeking over. Since it is so tall, it can shoot over this without a problem. This is basically where I like to be with this vehicle. Well, I like to be, I try to be here with this vehicle, but early on you might not be able to get to this position since there is a lot of enemy tanks that are faster. And I'm getting shot by someone. I think it's the family shooting at me for some reason. And the ray tracing is just making it look different, I guess. Well, that was a very nice match for sure. Some good scores and some nice kills. So that will be it for the M6E2E1, a very fun to drive vehicle, and it's performing really well. So if you want to give this tank a try, I definitely would recommend, because it's really fun, and it does have a learning curve, but once you get used to it, once you find positions where you can place this thing at, it will roll very well. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. And as always, I'll see you next time.